Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing a general timeless reading for you all. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And please, as always, take whatever resonates with you, leave the rest behind. Not everything is going to be directed to you. Some messages will be for other Pisces watching. I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. Comment below and let me know how is everything going. I have been a little MIA, missing in action here in the channel, but I'm back. And I got some spots also available for personalized readings, 3-question readings. So if that is something that you'd be interested in, make sure that you use the link below and the website, because there are scammers out there and I wouldn't want you to be scammed, okay? All right. I see, Pisces, that you have been working quite a bit and investing a lot in things that are important to you. I see that maybe the results haven't come in so quickly. You have here the 7 of Pentacles as the main energy. So maybe you look around, you look at the rewards of your efforts, and you can see that there is progress. You can definitely see that you are not at the starting point anymore. You're nowhere near square one. Things have been unfolding, they have been progressing, but maybe, just maybe, a little bit slow. And you're wondering, some of you, if there is something wrong that you're doing, if there is something that you're doing that you shouldn't, or something that you are not doing that you should. But I see here that in the near future, there is going to be a rebirth here, okay? There is going to be, with the Judgment card, an amazing, amazing favoring of your efforts. Some of you may have been dealing with a Leo, an Aries, possibly a Sagittarius in the recent past. I feel, Pisces, that some of you may be comparing yourselves to someone who maybe got to where you want to be really quickly. And you may be like, oh my God, like I don't understand, what we offer is the same quality, or what we do is the same platform, or we have gained the same awards. I don't know, whatever it means for you, right? Yet that person went to the top really quickly. This is very specific for some of you. And what they're saying here is that you have a steady foundation that maybe you don't see that they don't have. So let's say that you are the owner of your own business. Let's say that that other person's business skyrocketed. It was absolutely amazing. And your business and their business may seem like the same thing. They may seem exactly the same thing. But if you were to see what's behind the scenes, the kind of like the under the surface, you would realize that there's a lot of systems in place. There's a lot of structures that you have that that other person does not. Or, you know, certain things that would make that comparison obsolete. And I see that some of you really need to take that into consideration because, you know, comparison is the thief of joy. And sometimes I feel like you may compare very, almost inaccurately, because we don't have all the information, you know? And with the Devil here in your mind space, it's like your mind could be playing tricks on you. You could be seeing toxicity, you can be seeing through an eye of ego, thinking from an eye of ego or from a mind of ego. Some of you are thinking a lot about a Capricorn person, possibly. Some of you could be having in your mind a lot of attention placed on maybe breaking habits or changing what feels like addictive behaviors, almost like emancipating yourself. That's a word that came through. But I see that in the near future, you got the Judgment card. So all of your efforts will be rewarded. You don't need to be looking at any other person's journey. Okay, your journey is your journey. Stay in your lane, do your thing, because every path is different. Every person is different. Everything is unique. So they're telling you here, your rewards are coming. Immortality kind of thing. Like a legacy is what I'm getting for some of you, if that makes sense. I see here as well that in the near future, the universe will be almost showing you the answer to something. Kind of like an announcement, and set of like good news maybe coming in. With the Four of Cups in your challenge position, you may be receiving an offer from the universe that you're not all that excited about, okay? Some of you may be having an opportunity at this time that you don't particularly love, you're not particularly excited about. You're like, ugh, you know, I guess, whatever. But if you put your emotions aside and if you were to look to this opportunity or look at this opportunity from a space of less a space of pickiness and more of a space of gratitude, you would realize that this is an amazing opportunity that you have, that many other people would definitely fight for and would enjoy. And therefore, you know, if you were to see it from that angle, you could possibly enjoy it more. It's like, even if you don't feel all that wonderful about it, doesn't take away from the fact that it's an amazing opportunity. I see here what the universe wants you to know. You got here the Three of Swords, which is very, very interesting. Some of you are dealing with heartbreak right now. Some of you have been held back by emotional pain, emotional trauma, disruption, psychological issues, grief. Some of you have really I would say held back, but I almost get this feeling of like being heavier. Like life being heavier because of these things. Maybe you've gotten heavier physically. Maybe your responsibilities feel heavier. Maybe life feels like a drag a little bit. But I see that even though that's the case, you know, you see this illustration, she's holding a flower. I don't know if you can see it there. She's holding a flower and she's pulling this almost dead weight person here by the ear. So it's like, I almost feel like this person would be the emotional trauma and this woman would be you. And it's like you're holding this flower and you're moving forward and you're continuing to walk even though you're kind of like bringing all of this with you. Almost as if your difficulties and certain situations that you have lived in the past, sorry guys, some of the situations that you got in the past may have made you feel, may have almost, it's like those traumas wanted to stop you in a way, or someone in the past wanted to stop you, and it's like you didn't let that happen. You're moving forward, you know, even with the pain, even with the trauma, you're like, fuck, that is not gonna hold me back. So I'm taking my trauma with me, and I'm taking my flower with me, and I'm moving forward. That's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting here, which is, you know, kind of funny, but also very empowering. You're being shown here as the King of Cups. You have definitely achieved a whole kind of like different level of emotional maturity. And the thing is, what I'm getting is that you know yourself better. So you don't see yourself, and you don't see the shoulds and the should nots from a collective perspective or other people's perspective. I feel like you know what is right for you, and you know what is not right for you, just through the lens of knowing yourself. Other people around you may not understand this, and therefore when you reject maybe opportunities that others would die for, you know, they may see you as dumb. They may see you like, you know, what is Pisces thinking? Like, there is this massive opportunity here. Why would Pisces say no to that? Makes no sense. But in your mind, you may be like, well, I don't want to do this, or I'm not going to take this opportunity because I know how miserable I would be if this were to happen, or whatever. It's like, you know who you are, and you don't owe anyone explanations. With the 8 of Wands in the environment, I see that there is a lot of movement and communication. I almost feel like there's a lot of like hustle and bustle and chaos and conversations moving back and forth. And it's like the divine almost handpicks something for you. So there may be a lot of like options. There could be a lot of possible travel opportunities, possible vehicles, possible homes, possible cities or countries that you may be kind of choosing from. And it's like the divine is selecting one, which could be the second one you thought about. That may be relevant for some of you. I see here in your hopes and fears that you're really, really trying, I see this, trying to hold on to your center, to be grounded, to be at peace. Some of you are like, something that I learned somewhere, I don't know. Anytime that a negative thought would come in, you can kind of like stop it and use a particular mantra. And the person that showed me that would say Carpe Diem, and it would be like, oh, what if Carpe Diem? It's like you almost startle yourself with the mantra just to interrupt the thought and immediately find something different to think about. And that's kind of harsh, you know, that's kind of like a bit controlling in nature. But when you find yourself in situations that can easily spiral, things that almost like continue to show up time and time again, and during the process, you may be tempted or kind of like default into overthinking. That could be a good technique here. Because I feel like you know that you should be in your center. Maybe you're waiting for some kind of judgment, some kind of answer. Yeah, and some of you want to be patient. Some of you may have hopes and fears regarding a Sagittarius person as well. Could be this person that you're comparing yourself with. At the end of the day, you go from the 7 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles, which is absolutely wonderful. This is confirming that you indeed have set up a very steady, grounded, responsible foundation that is now going to hold you for here on, for as long as you want. So it's like the rewards don't come in like a whirlwind, come in and out. The rewards are very steady and they're showing up very like little bit by bit, but every bit that arrives stays, if that makes sense. So almost like a puzzle. Yeah, interesting, Pisces. Let me know in the comment section below if this resonates with you at all. Very, very interesting. A lot of different storylines here. I'm sending all my love to you, and remember that I have some spots open for personalized readings, so if you would like one, let me know. I would love to share that process with you. The info will be below. Just make sure that you buy through the website, okay? Do not fall for any WhatsApps or anything that is not the website, okay? All right. I love you guys. Mwah.